Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Razorbacks offense will have first crack at this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to...
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The RPO, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Saunders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Makes the grab. The throw and the catch were good. The run was not good enough. The defense stands tall and makes a stop. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They've got the screen set up. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Saunders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Saunders. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the quarterback, feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Under fire. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. The Razorbacks are threatening on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt.
Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. On the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's looking deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. Wants to fire on second down. He tries to take the top off. Snags it on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Good timing on the quick out. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. He splits the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. And this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Find this big tight end. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the route is on. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quick completion to the right. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Arkansas! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Swings it out to his running back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Going to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Potts. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here we go, here we go. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Finds his tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was able to get that ball onto the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The give as they work on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Handoff from the gun. And that is how we will wrap this one up.